welcome to this short video. What I've got Adam here who's going to act the guinea pig, to be honest. What we're going to do is we're going to track his progress. He's here for about 12 weeks, give or take a few weeks, and depending on how long he can put up with my crap. But basically, we're going to track his progress, and we're going to film some of the things that he gets up to, and we're hoping that that gives you a bit of an insight. If you're out there now thinking, can I, is bootcamp for me? Is team bootcamp the right bootcamp for me? Can I go and achieve the things that people say I can achieve? And is this the right place? We're hoping to dispel some of them fears and get rid of the obstacles and what have you, and help me succeed. So thanks for agreeing to do this, Adam. It's good. Just to start us off then, what kind of things are you looking to achieve during your stay at Team Bootcamp?
Team Bootcamp. It's really as simple as I want to be less of this most of it, because it is. I'm knocking up about 20 stone at this point. Can't really tell from that, but there's some stuff going on there. But that's about 20 stone, and for a guy. That's too much. That's too much, and I don't feel good. I sweat all the time. Can't move around that much. A lot of red facedness, puffy, and I just feel we can't swear. It's better not to swear. I think I feel terrible most of the time. And I remember when I was fitter and stronger and less of all this, I felt much better. And the thing with a boot camp, I've gone through every sort of diet, and not to say I've been through every fad, I've tried every diet, things like that. I know more or less what to do. I know how not to be fat, but there's something going on that I'm still fat for some reason. And what I realised is you need to be in a certain environment, I think, and Team Bootcamp had that environment. You're just checking out the website, it was teambootcamp.com. And it just showed that thing. It's what's the tagline? They're more boutique than boot camp, I think. So you've got the efficacy, you've got the method and the training and the support system, but it's very clear that you and Paula, you really care about what's going on with the people. And I know a lot of other places, it's just they love that military sort of do 100 push-ups, you loser, and it really berates people, but it's not. That's not the feeling I got from this thing. So we're going to try it out, try the new environment. Don't have to think about too much. So we're just gonna make it. Gonna make it happen.
Cool. But what we're going to do in the series of videos, what I'm looking to do really is to pick out some real important lessons in what we say and what we go through and everything. And in doing so, hoping that will supercharge your progress. So even if you don't, if you don't come to Team Bootcamp, and just watching these videos in itself will help you, in whatever you're trying to achieve. A couple of things that Adam said there already that, that is incredibly important when it comes to bootcamp is, first of all, submerging yourself in what you're trying to do. There's too many toe dippers out there that toe dip swimming world, toe dip, obviously other weight management programs are available and all that kind of stuff, but they'll toe dip different diets, different exercise routines, and they'll never actually see things through to succession. All right, so to submerge yourself in something like coming to boot camp is an incredibly powerful thing, because there is no compromise, there's no idea of failure, because we just don't know how to do that. The other thing as well is that everybody now, we're quite an educated community, educated society, and everybody knows that in order to lose weight, they need to engage in a little bit of exercise, and control some of the calories that they're consuming and all this kind of stuff. And if it was that easy, and if it was that easy to do all that kind of stuff, we'd all have great images. We would not have any problems with food. We wouldn't have any problem. We'd all be like Olympic athletes and all this kind of stuff. Obviously, there's something deeper going on. And at Team Bootcamp especially, we try to look at two things: the barriers to exercise, the things that stop you exercising, and also the triggers to unhealthy eating. Yeah. All right, and these are the two things that, combined with the fact that you've got to create new habits and all that kind of stuff, they will give you long-lasting results and the right kind of results that you want. All right, so as these videos go on, I'm sure Adam's going to be saying, gee, I know what you're saying now about triggers to unhealthy eating and all this kind of stuff, and
yeah.
so that's what's going to come out of these these videos. So what's your expectations now then, Adam? As you sort of sit here and you sort of think, right, we kick off tomorrow, it's like Judgment Day tomorrow, all starts, what are your expectations?
Well, there's two things. First of all is, I'm looking forward to be taking up a little bit less camera space as I look at this. But the other thing, I've got butterflies, I have got butterflies because it's an undertaking, you know when you make the decision, right, I'm getting this part of my life sorted, it's a big thing, and for a lot of people, and I've had it in the past myself, a lot of people, it's overwhelming. You think it's going to be too big or too insurmountable, but it's not, because it's made up of little things you do each day. All it is making different choices, but it's really, really difficult to do that yourself when you don't have the environment. For example, I'll go home and you've got, there'll be takeaways and everyone, they're like laying on the sofa, they don't go out for a run, not really athletes, or they come from big stock, but, we're not athletes. It's, there's not that mentality where you want to get up and go, really. And it's nice, it's a relaxed place, but it also leads to lethargy and mass gain, to put it nicely. But to make that choice, it does feel, it's a little bit, it's not nervous, it's not nerve-wracking, although I can imagine it would be, I think, for some people. But then you show up and you realise it's like, at this place, everyone's here for the same reason. Everyone's here because they want this part of their life taken care of. And there's that I don't want to say community atmosphere, because that's correct, but every time I've heard it, like Weight Watchers has a community. But it's not the same thing. It's just not the same thing. This is people who are absolutely dedicated to getting this done, just hashing it out and getting it done. And it's everyone. This is like where you find people who are best at what they do as well. Weight Watchers. I've never actually been to Weight Watchers, so I can't use it as an example. But I do know there's a lot of people at Weight Watchers that are still unhappy with their weight. And they've been doing that for years. You've got people coming here for, I'll be roughly 12 weeks. I'll be a different man, a smaller man, but a much more content man as well. So it's it's a little bit nervous, but you know what that you know what it's for. You know why you're doing it, and you just get it done. You make the choice to forge through, because tomorrow's going to be tomorrow, whether you like it or not. It just depends what you do with the time. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so I'm going to ask you in a minute to sum up how you feel right now in 3 words. I just wanted to pick out 3 words and just to sum up how you feel right now. But before I do that, that's just like a little bit of a lead, so you've got time to think.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm going to switch off now.
Before I do that, I basically just want to get an idea of your first impressions. Now you've arrived and you've been potting around for an hour or two. What are your first impressions at Team Bootcamp?
I've forgotten entirely what I'll be doing this week, because you've got lambs out the back. You hear a little bar in. That's the noise they make.
Yeah.
Then we had a bit of rain last night, and that was like when the Americans film English countryside and they make it just perfect. That's what's outside. Yeah. There's a river over there, and it just blew my mind. I don't live in a city, but I don't live anywhere like this. It's gorgeous. And I forgot that actually this is where a lot of work gets done. I'll feel differently next week, I think, with the next video. But the first impression is just I've told you I love it. It's a lovely place to be. It's really, really just idyllic, actually. And that balance, I think, is once you've done the work, you can come back to this just lovely place, and your mind can be at ease. You don't have to worry about what's going on with the rest of the world, because you're here for yourself and for all the knock-on effects of for your family, to the husband, boyfriend, whatever, wife. But the worry isn't there. That stress isn't there, because you just focused on this one thing, and it's set up perfectly to get it done. So you can just switch off. Yeah, you can just switch off.
Yeah, there's a lot of so 3 things. It's coming up.
Yeah, no, I forgot.
So basically, there is a lot of overwhelm in our lives right now, and I think we go through day-to-day stuff, trying to make things simpler by having a smartphone that does this and a laptop that does that, and then new TV with all these different channels, and actually what we're doing is just layering different levels of complexity on top, you know, and just making our lives really, really complex. And what we try and do at Team Bootcamp is just to simplify what's going on and just give you easy to consume small little steps towards a greater success. And you know, and that'll come out over the next few videos and stuff like that. Okay, so here we go. 3 words right now to describe how you're feeling before we start this massive journey that all begins tomorrow at 06:30, which Adam told me before we did this video that he didn't even know there was 2 6:30s in one day. You know? He didn't know it was existed, so it's an early start. So what do you think? 3 words.
Optimistic, excited, and this last one is hyphenated, bricking it.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, so until the next video, please tune in. If you've got any comments for, you know, you want to wish Adam all the best, you know, or if you want to be here, you know, like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, get yourself onto the Facebook page so you can watch everything that's going on and see this guy become half the man over the next few weeks. All right, and if you've got health, fitness, nutrition related questions that you think we can help, then please just fire away and we'll help as much as we can. So until the next video, take care.